So Agile is mostly known as a software methodology. It's how you deliver software projects. Another method that's very popular is waterfall, and that's kind of the traditional method. So Agile is just a different way of delivering software projects, but it's actually become much bigger now and is kind of being grown to be a portfolio management system, and some companies are even just managing their business that way. So Agile has started out with, rather than gathering all of the requirements at the beginning and kind of doing this sign-off and change control, so anytime that your requirements as a business change and you want to do something differently, you have to go through a whole lot of red tape and regather requirements, and it just becomes very cumbersome. And also a lot of times at the end of it, the business user doesn't get exactly what they wanted anyways, because things have changed so much from the start to the finish. Whereas in Agile, I like to say it embraces reality, because reality is things change all the time. It used to be you'd give your requirements and maybe 6 months later you'd get what you wanted to have built. Now you're seeing how it's being built, as it would almost be like following a car along the assembly line and saying, oh, you know what, I thought I wanted this in there, but I actually want that, and you could change it out as it's being built. So it's really cool. At the end, you get, a car that you really, really, really wanted because you're seeing it as it's going, as opposed to a car that you thought it looked pretty good on the dealership floor or whatever, but you didn't know about all these other cool things you might be able to do with it. So that's kind of in a nutshell what Agile is. It really embraces this need for change, but you get a lot of other synergies that go with it. So you get this collaborative kind of environment, you get a culture change, you get a much more transparent and open environment, which, one of my favorite books is The Speed of Trust, and it talks about how much more quickly, when there's increased trust, things can happen. That very much happens in an Agile environment. You start to harness the power of the whole organization because you're empowering people to be more involved in the process and contribute to a better product. You might be able to deliver something to production right away, or your business user might say, you know what, I don't want to deliver it to production yet, but I'll keep watching it get built. But you can kind of take it into production whenever it's valuable to the business user. So you get that time back that you would have had to wait until Waterfall was completely done with it. So I think, the on-the-fence folks are mostly going to be attracted by the ability to deliver fast. I think some of the side benefits that really make me passionate about it are that you have people now that want to drive into work in the morning. They don't dread it. They don't have that ball in the pit of their stomach where they're just not wanting to go into the conflict or the red tape or whatever the negative attributes of their environment are. Those slowly start to fall away as you work through becoming more mature at Agile. So what I love the most about it is there's that statistic out that's, somewhere around 80% of people really don't like their job. They're either actively disengaged or they're disengaged but not in an active way, like they just kind of punch the clock. So 80%, what does that do to our society? If I'm hating my job, when I come home from work, I'm probably not a happy mom. I'm probably not a happy wife, you know what I mean? Because I'm still probably carrying some baggage from that. So I like the effects that it spreads to people being more satisfied with their jobs, wanting to contribute more, become more passionate, more engaged, grow, all of those things that, as human beings we love to do. It sets up an environment that really encourages that.